Do you remember back in early 2000s when Britney kind of had like a little bit of that meltdown? She shaved her head. Do you remember all that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the conservatorship originally started. Like there was just a lot going on. And I remember back then thinking, oh, wow, her father, Jamie Spears, really is being a hero, stepping up and like handling. 'Cause she like kind of was a little out of control. But granted, there's a lot behind that story.
Yeah, but before we get into the story, though, but in what regard, though, would you have a conservatorship? Like, they were afraid what? That she was going to hurt herself?
No, that she was just going to make some really poor choices because at that time, too,
But that's her life to do. As long
know.
as she wasn't a danger to actually, like, harming herself
Right.
or harming others. But
conservatorships generally happen with people who are way older, who can't make the right decisions. You know, maybe they're 90 and they need someone to make every last decision.
I think there was that Netflix movie, I Care a Lot.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a messed up movie, and like it's weird, but it's a good watch. But it's weird.
I don't think I saw that.
It's weird.
It's weird.
You don't really feel good about it. You kind of root for the main characters, but not really because they're doing awful things.
Yeah.
It's makes you feel funny. But I think that's probably what it was. Something like that, where they lose control over making basically your freedom is gone.
Completely, because she even did these MTV documentaries way back in the day, because she's been in a conservatorship for 13 years. So for the first like 10 years of it, she was a workhorse. She was doing all these tours. She was in Vegas doing a residency there. And there was an MTV documentary, and she just seemed so sad. And she was explaining, I just miss being able to drive in my own car. Like she couldn't even do that. They wouldn't allow it.
Which is BS, because do you know the mental fortitude you must have to do a residency in Vegas, to muster up the strength and courage and confidence and sing, and the taxing on your body, and
you have to be a dynamite human being to pull that off.
If you can be Britney Spears on stage, you don't need a conservatorship.
No. And that's what she ended up saying, because I listened to the full thing, and first of all, I was just so proud of her, because if you follow on Instagram, I don't even know if you're aware of this, but her team made her seem very like flighty, drugged up, just weird stuff. And they did this on purpose. And she even explained like all of the abuse that happened of them like drugging her and giving her all these meds that she didn't need. But she ended up saying, hey, if I can employ all of these people, have all of these jobs, make all of this money, pay all these, like everything, she goes, I think I can make the own decisions in my life.
Yeah.
Like to the point that she even can't get an IUD out of her because her conservatorship won't let her. Like that is insane. Like she is one of the hardest working women. And it's just absolutely mind-blowing. So I know that for all of these years, the Free Britney Army has just been there. And like Britney Spears is that one person for me, I think we all kind of have it when we're young, that there's just that one public figure that like really did it for you. And I just loved her so much growing up. Like she was just so wonderful. I knew every little like nuance about her and all of her cute quirks. And she just was this girl from Louisiana who had the brightest spirit ever. She's really goofy, funny, and you would see like all the behind the scenes videos. You know, you'd watch the MTV documentaries and go, oh my gosh, I love this celebrity. As the years started passing, a lot of fans like me who knew this old Britney were like, this is very weird. You don't see that same spirit. Like she seems very dull, and we just felt something very different. And so when I started seeing the Free Britney stuff, I would do deep dives and I would read about, you know, everything they were saying that was true. All of these fans, I mean, that, like, I literally just got chills. People who don't even know her knew something was wrong. And so the other day, you come out and you're like, oh, babe, did you see her sister spoke out and said something? And I was like, yeah, we don't stan Jamie Lynn. Like, I don't know. A lot of people are just like, her entire family did not speak out when they should have. This entire time you're allowing this to happen. Like, that's so naughty.
Yeah, there's the thing that we, and I don't think anyone can truly comprehend, is that, I mean, she's kind of like Prince Michael Jackson, you know, Britney Spears, like even Bieber. There's some people that are so big that they're like a moving like Amazon or Facebook. Like they're that big.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows Britney Spears.
Every person in the world.
Every person in the world. And there's probably so much money and so much just behind her as a business. And I think that gets the best of people.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason you would do that, unless you're like a sociopath where you're like trying to hurt your daughter on purpose. But but at the same time, that's where greed it's what money gets a bad name from people like her dad, who is like, how much money do you need, dude? Why are you sacrificing your daughter's life? I mean, don't you have enough?
I think he's always been an issue. Like, I think their relationship has just always been a mess, and it's just probably like the kind of person he is.